10 Tactics to Profit Acceleration. Joint ventures. Joint ventures involve two or more businesses that decide to form a partnership to share markets or endorse a specific product or service to their customer base, usually under a revenue share arrangement. The key to creating successful joint ventures is to find partners who service the exact same type of clients that need or want what you sell. Let me give you an example, and I'll use one that everyone is familiar with, a florist. One of the most financially lucrative product lines for a florist is providing flowers for weddings. The average floral bill for a wedding often exceeds $3,000. But what we discovered about florists is they fall into what we refer to as an event chain. An event chain simply refers to a series of businesses that customers purchase from in a specific sequence. For example, a wedding will never take place until an engagement ring is purchased from a jeweler. So jewelers are at the forefront of every wedding chain. Once the young lady accepts that engagement ring, this event chain kicks into high gear. First, this young lady knows exactly where she wants to get married, so number one on her agenda is to book the church, chapel, or synagogue where she wants the ceremony held. Second on her list is to line up her wedding planner. Weddings today are a really big deal, and often women like to use the services of a professional wedding planner. Next, she wants to secure the venue for her reception. She knows most venues book out months in advance, so locking in that venue is high on her priority list. After that comes the wedding dress, so she begins the search for the perfect dress at an affordable price. Next is our florist. The bride-to-be will want to begin selecting her floral arrangements for both the wedding and the reception. Then after the florist comes the wedding cake, a limousine, a DJ for the reception, the hotel, and so on. This event chain is typical of this industry, and for the florist, it specifically identifies a multitude of potential and very lucrative JV partners. But here's why this becomes so important. Every business above the florist has the potential to endorse and send prospects to the florist. Unfortunately, the florist has no control over that flow of prospects. Every business above the florist controls the JV relationship, so it's critical the florist create such a compelling offer and relationship with these businesses that they feel obligated to send prospects their way. But here's what's even better. The florist controls the prospect flow to all the businesses below them in the chain, and by establishing specific processes and procedures to make sure their customers use those businesses, the florist can negotiate compelling offers with those business owners as well. So consider these numbers. Let's say this florist cultivates a JV relationship with at least one of each business throughout this entire chain. Staying ultra-conservative with our estimates, would you agree this florist, since they have no control over the flow of prospects from these businesses, is it likely they could obtain at least one referral each month from just one of the businesses above them? And wouldn't you also agree conservatively that since the florist controls the flow of prospects to the businesses below them, that they could easily send at least one referral to each one of them every month? Keep in mind, these are very conservative estimates we're using here. Since the average floral bill for a wedding is $3,000, then just one referral per month from those businesses above the florist increases their annual revenue by $36,000. Now let's consider the businesses below the florist where the florist controls the referrals. Let's start with the wedding cake maker. The average sale price for a wedding cake is also $3,000, and the florist could easily negotiate a 10% referral fee. So just a single referral per month produces an additional annual increase of $3,600 for the florist. Now consider the printer. The average sales price for a printing is $1,000, and the florist again could receive a 10% referral fee. So that single referral per month produces an additional annual increase of $1,200. If we stop there, this florist has just increased their annual revenue by more than $40,000, and that's using ridiculously conservative numbers. Imagine if you continued to add up the revenue produced by all the additional referral fees the florist would earn from all the other vendors in this chain. This same process holds true for businesses that aren't in a chain, but just like the florist, they simply identify partners who service the exact same type of clients that need or want what they sell. Here's how to set up a joint venture relationship. Number 1, make a list of every product or service that people might want or need before they use your product or service, during the time they use your product or service, after they use your product or service. Number 2, make a list of those businesses that provide these products or services that are used before, during, and after. Number 3, identify the most likely businesses that you could approach by letter or in person to make a deal. And number 4, contact each business with a well-crafted letter or a personal visit. Continue to approach appropriate businesses until you find at least one that will help your bottom line profits grow at least 5%. Look at this chart to see the impact that a small 5% increase can make in your business. You're after exponential growth, remember? Furthermore, if there are 10 types of businesses that you could partner with, and you sent letters out until you had one in each area, you'd have 10 partnerships. Simple math. The only thing that stands in your way is the right offer and the effort. What's really exciting about joint ventures is that this is a strategy that can be implemented immediately and it begins generating instant cash flow. Joint ventures could double your business. But let's assume you grew just 5%. Could you do that without much effort? And if you don't have the time to go after these partnerships yourself, then find someone who'd be willing to go after these for you and pay them a commission for each sale. So get started today. Here's to your success.